Or with the Anthony, yes, you are alone. Today, we're going to talk about firing someone, especially someone that you're close to in a company or someone you really didn't want to fire because maybe they were your hire and you wanted them to work out. A few different angles on that one. It's always tough to fire, to let go of an individual. The thing that gets asked the most around this is, when is enough enough? How long do you give someone to try to fix their habits or fix their production? For me, it's pretty black and white. I tend to give a certain amount of days, a certain amount of months. It's usually, and especially if I'm working in a situation where there's 3 month or quarterly reviews, I give about that 3 months plus whatever time before. So, say if someone new hire, we'd have a 3 month training period, and then you have a 3 month reprieve period, let them get on their feet. And then that third month, if they're not making things happen, that's the month that I count. Or if someone's 15 years tenured in, and then I notice some things that I don't appreciate, I I bring it up, and then I give them that 3 month, that quarter to review it. And if they haven't brought it up, the next quarterly review is me letting them go. And if you do it this way, you make it very easy to create a process around it, and it's not as hard. Yeah, there'll still be the emotional touch to it, that it's still that person. But at the same time, if they know very well how the system works, it's hard to dispute it on their end. Now, what's more important than creating the system around the firing, it's the pre-conversation to that. Every new person should know how that looks. That 3 month period is a training period, and then you get 3 month reprieve period. The next 3 months, you're really on the clock. And then you have to stick to it. You can't let it go because you need someone around. You have to be willing to stick to your guns on this conversation, because if you do not, then all of a sudden people realize you're just a pushover. And whatever you say isn't really relevant because you don't follow through with what you said. Those pre-conversations allow you to then have easier back-end conversations. I can't state it enough. And when people say over communicate, I don't think that's correct. I think, yes, there's poor word choice when you say too many words, and I've been victim of that, where I've kept talking and talking and talked myself out of a good thing. That's not over communication. That's either info puking, or that's mumbling or garbling, whatever you want to call it. It's not quite the same as putting out valuable content for a full hour instead of just 30 minutes. So do your best to have those pre-conversations with everyone. Don't blindside people. That's the worst. If you're blind, and I've seen that. I've seen someone get blindsided, fired, like where they locked the doors or their key wouldn't allow them in. They couldn't even come in and get their stuff. Not a good sight. It creates a really bad taste for everyone, even people that aren't involved. I don't advise that. Even if it's someone that will get angry, at least give them a call and make sure you have a phone call with them. Maybe catch them outside before they get in the building. You gotta be strong in those cases, because it's your business, and your business is you, and it represents you. It's both ways. And if you're shisty about how you fire someone, it'll reflect on even the customers, your guests. Just try to pre-communicate and then create a process around firing people. Once again, I give about 3 months for someone. In 3 months, if you can't correct something, I'm not sure what it is then, what you could be working on. If it's something external, I always pre-communicate that as well, to make sure that if there's something's going outside of work, like someone died or this or that, yes, there's time to allow and be patient for that. But at the same time, it still is a business, and unfortunately, you have to keep going. And I would help those person through that situation with empathy and love and patience. But I'm not going to give them 6 months of free pay because their grandma died. That's just not going to happen. we got to get back to work at some point. Kind of a rough way to end this one, but I hope it helps in terms of making those tough situations a little better. If you're a manager, if you're an employee, I hope you never get blindside fired. That's just not, it's just unfair and it hurts a lot. It's the Anthony S. You aren't alone. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you all soon.